A lot of people trying to quit smoking, and one of the things they're turning to is something known as the e-cig, electronic cigarette. Best way to demonstrate this, actually show you this. I'm not going to smoke on it, but basically what happens here is that there's a battery inside this. It has a nicotine vapor. You smoke on this, you get a little bit of the nicotine, and you get a little bit of the smoke as well. There's some pictures of it there. This is becoming quite popular. It costs about $100, and you get several cartridges with this, a charger. You can basically smoke on this, even charge it up wherever you are, and it costs about $100. So you know it's not cheap. Thousands of these being sold in kiosks and malls. A couple of concerns about this already starting to come up. First of all, one question I find sort of interesting, is this a device or is this a drug? If it's a drug, the FDA has to approve it. It's a little bit hazy when it comes to that. Also, it's never really been tested in humans. They use nicotine in patches, they use it in gums, but not inhaled before. So what exactly is going to be the impact on humans in the long term? They just don't know because they haven't tested it. But again, as I pointed out, it's already on the market, Melissa.
On the market, but it has yet to achieve FDA, Food and Drug Administration approval, but it is better than puffing on a regular cigarette, right?
And I think that's the argument the company is making, is like, look, this is nicotine. It does not contain a lot of the carcinogens, tar, other substances that are in cigarettes, so it's got to be safer. That's their argument. Nicotine in and of itself, again, is used in lots of things to help people stop smoking. As an inhaled form, could it cause increased heart rate? Could it cause upset stomach? Those are things they're going to look at as well. But it's out there. Anything, I think, as you're alluding to help people stop smoking, because that's obviously the worst possible option.
I know you haven't taken a puff. I've actually never smoked myself, but I know you had someone in the CNN television newsroom take a swig. Does it feel like smoking?
Well, we had somebody who's a smoker try this, and they were actually pretty surprised at how much it did feel like smoking. You do have the device itself, which looks like a cigarette. You're putting it to your mouth and puffing on it like a cigarette, which is obviously different than the patches or the gum. And then you do get some smoke. You do get some nicotine. It's different than cigarettes, but he was actually pretty surprised at how much it felt like that when he started smoking.
I would also think it feels similar when you're having it between your fingers, the sensation there as well.
There isn't, cigarette smoking, part of the reason it's so addictive is all the substances in the cigarettes, but also the behavioral components of it as well. So taking it, putting it to your mouth, all that seems to make a difference, which is why, interestingly as well, one of the ways that people try and get people to stop smoking is by using anti-anxiety medications. The oral fixation may be a form of anxiety. Cut that, you can help with the smoking.
Go back 20 years. I used to play with those candy cigarettes. I don't even think they make those anymore, right?
Well, it's funny. I think they still do, because as we've been walking around the newsroom, people have been having comments about this all day, and candy cigarettes came up by somebody else as well.